Ledcor is actually a group of companies. It entails construction as well as mining, civil works, pipeline, industrial work, fiber optics, which is our telecommunications division, and a number of other divisions. A number of years ago, we identified that workers under the age of 25 within our own company were being injured. What we ended up deciding to do is school young workers better. All workers that work for Ledcor go through an orientation both to the company as well through an orientation to that specific job site. We've created a video orientation program. Most orientations are done verbally. I don't disagree with doing them verbally, but the one thing you get out of doing a video orientation is you get consistency.
The good thing about the video is it introduces you to the staff, first of all, so you know exactly who you're working with. Secondly, it shows you the location of all the emergency facilities, whereas otherwise you'd probably be flying blind. And thirdly, it reminds you of health and safety precautions that you have to take that you just probably wouldn't even think about. Best thing though is the fact that it tells you your rights and responsibilities. I mean, I didn't know I had the right to refuse unsafe work until I saw the video. But I mean, that's like the right, It's paramount to know that one. And then they just stuck me with the guy and we went from there, and he started to show me the ropes because I didn't know how to do anything, basically.
When I first took Chris on an orientation of the job site, I introduced him to who the foremen were for all the trades that were working with us. We would, look at a lot of the site hazards, and it isn't just sort of enough to sort of point at a hazard and say, hole there, fix it. We got to talk about why we're going to fix it, how we're going to fix it, the reasons for fixing it. So, this is really the integral part of the mentorship program, giving the workers reasons why we do things, the tools to do them, and then of course the responsibility to follow up and make sure these things are done. Right, leg is attached. Gauge says tank is full. In the first 30 days, it's really a one-on-one relationship between the mentor and the young worker, and really they're not supposed to leave each other's sight.
I wasn't allowed to do anything unless I was with Barry. At first I was a little, well, geez, I don't really know about that, I'm here to work hard and everything like that, but then they reassured me that, no, this 30 days is part of you working hard, This is where you learn so you can move out there on your own gradually, right? And then that 30 days, you don't do anything but follow that guy around.
So you've reached 2 weeks, right? Well, every 2 weeks we've got an evaluation that we complete. It's 6 to 8 questions, and basically it's a process of feedback. It's an opportunity for us to sit down with the new worker and really sort of give him direction and focus on where we want to see him progress. And it's also an opportunity for him to give us a little feedback about either things he's not clear on, or he's been too shy to talk about in the field.
Okay. Once they've gone past the 30 days, then they're not necessarily out on their own, because there's always a responsibility. They have to be supervised by a supervisor. So we do conduct periodic follow-ups with the young person, but the person should be more than willing and capable of going out there on the job site and interacting with their co-workers, informing other co-workers of hazards they may have noticed, and then sharing that information with each other.
So it reaches a point in the mentorship program where the person that's leading the young worker through the program says, look, I can't teach you any more at this stage. The rest you'll have to learn from the other workers on the site, from the superintendent. You may have to go to school, to a trade school, to develop some of these skills.
Well, the confidence has been great from it. I mean, in that 30 days, you basically see how to deal with all different types of people, It really does give you a real foundation to work from. It also gives you a network. You've always got somebody that you can call if you've ever got a problem, I mean, whenever I get overwhelmed with a task, I always know I can call Barry up, or Jim even, and they'll always be there for me, I'm never completely alone, and you always have a team behind you.
That's kind of like the backbone of our company, is safety comes first in our company, and that's the culture that we always try and promote. Internally, people see that. They see the time that we take to educate and train young workers, and they're appreciative of that in a big way.